Hey traders, what's happening? Friday, July 7th, 8:42 a.m. and these are your morning ideas. All right, guys, let's jump right to it. We just had non-farm payroll number come out. You can see here that we added 209,000 jobs. We were expecting 300 to add 306,000. As you can see right here on my screen, that is a pretty big miss actually. After yesterday, the private sector, the ADP non-farm employment rose higher than expected. So we're in this kind of a weird environment. Yesterday we were talking about how the good jobs number yesterday may allow the Fed to hike next week. This number doesn't look so good, so I don't know if that takes that back or not. I know probably as much as you do, and that's not a whole lot about how that affects what the Fed's going to do next week. I do know that if the number was good here today, that and we added more jobs like we'd been doing, that the Fed would likely have all the ammo they needed, or all the data they needed to hike rates, which you could see yesterday when the market didn't do very well after the number was good. So today. The market has just kind of whipped back and forth. You can see overnight here on in this bottom right screen, this one, that we didn't really do a whole lot. We just stayed right in line with where we traded yesterday, back and forth till the number comes out, and now we're moving. If we look at the big picture, I talked about yesterday about how the market would look like it was poised to try to take another run at 4,500. What we've been doing is kind of falling back into um, this area here. Let me show you on this chart. I was looking at it this morning. Is that we've fallen out of this distribution up here, and we've just kind of ran right into, almost to the tick, to the volume point of control since we broke out of, we broke out of here and gapped up. In this area here, we gapped up. And that profile that you're seeing here is all of the trading data since we've really like broken out of that area. Okay. So where does that leave us today? I do think below we do have some meat behind us. That a number to look at, 44.18. That's the volume point of control for this area since we've broken out higher. I'd like to see the market hold on to that. If not, we'll probably see 43.75 area, pretty quickly. We do have this 4,300 area looming that we never really got back to. So those are the numbers below. I think if we could bounce off of this area at 44.20 again and start to make a run at, I'm looking in this top right panel now, we start making a run back up towards 4,500. I think 4480, 4,500 is on deck, right? So I guess it just really depends on if the selling from this news event this morning can push us lower through 4418. I think that we start to walk down into 4375. If I look at the numbers from just yesterday, 4420, that's that same area, right? So it's like really will depend on what we do when we get down here to yesterday's low. So that's an area that I want to keep an eye on today. The other area, if we're gonna hit 4480, we got to get through this 4450 area right here, because you can see that yesterday we didn't trade very much up there. We just moved down right after the news, and you can see where the cutoff is from. There's the cutoff, right? And maybe I could change these colors so there's not so much red on here. Let me make this one yellow. Okay. And we'll make this one yellow. Um, so those are the areas I'm really looking for today. Again, these are like, I guess the more immediate areas that I'm looking at, and then the other levels come into play. Those are a little bit more extended. So I want to see what happens when we attack yesterday's low, if the selling can continue, and if we push higher, can we push through 4450? And that's basically where all of the volume was yesterday. Anything above that, you can see how thin it was yesterday there. Anything above that, I think, has the ability to push higher, pull back, and then run to 4480, and then again to 4500, depending on how much volatility we get today. Okay, guys. So that's it for me today. I hope you guys are having a a great week after the 4th of July for those of you in America. And if you guys have anything, please reach out.